Okay. Welcome back to Read or Not to Read. Hello, everyone.
Book number 2.
Book number 2.
Hopefully you watched all the other videos of The Rose Bargain.
That one, second book has not come out yet. It comes out essentially like next week, next few weeks, sometime in
Yeah.
April. I
It's
don't know,
sometime in
man.
April of 26. It depends on when
I
you're
will
watching.
read it. I'll let y'all know if I have an opinion. Um, she's done. She's over it. She ain't doing
I'm
it.
going to let Kayla tell me what happened.
I'm fascinated enough by what happened to continue, but that'll be later.
Yeah.
For now, we are reading The Bounty Hunter, The Black Tulip Chronicles, Book 1 by Kaylee Jarvis.
Jarvis.
And I love the cover. The cover is just
It's a really cute cover.
it's
Okay.
so cute.
There's this little fluffy bird that's relevant to the plot, and it's really cute on the cover. He's sitting on a sword.
We don't have a physical book
I'll
for
put a
y'all this
picture up
time.
right here. This is the cover.
Just
Okay.
pretend. Floating book.
Yes. No, I got it on Kindle Unlimited and Audible. And I we didn't go to the bookstore. We didn't go to Barnes& and Noble. This is a recommendation that I got from TikTok, actually.
The internet.
Yeah, the internet.
The internet knows what's up.
The internet. So this one's good. Read it. So the internet, might lie, but it's good so far. There's a lot of world building in the first
There's
5 chapters. So
Our number one complaint last time was it chronological world building. Now we
yes,
got some great chronological world building.
good world building going on.
Very, very happy with it. Very
Yes.
sigh of relief.
The only weird thing, so the chick that reads the Audible book, I don't know her name. I'm sorry, but she sounds almost exactly like the chick that reads the Throne of Glass books. And so it's Selena Sardothian in my head when, when she's talking. So I'm sorry if I say the wrong name.
That's funny. I guess that's my benefit of not listening to audio.
I guess. If you do want to listen to it on Audible, it is a dual point of view. And so there's a guy reading the guy part and a girl reading the girl part. So I know some people don't like that, but it's good. They're both good narrators. So we're good.
I don't know. Audible's not my thing. I lay in the sun and just read until I fall asleep, so it's great. Which is why I look like this
I like Kayla's been outside all day.
all day. It's great. Love it. Beautiful weather right now.
Yeah.
It's going to rain all week, so I'm taking it in while I can.
Yeah. And then after that, it's probably going to get muggy and hot and
yeah. Ooh.
Anyhow, so
Very happy with world building so far.
yes.
I wouldn't say these last few chapters have been super eventful.
Not really. No, but I have a lot of theories
A lot of
already.
theories.
Like from the
It's
jump,
great.
I don't believe you.
yeah.
I don't believe you at all.
We have some characters. We did a little bit of discussion, not enough that you won't get the surprises of both of our opinions because we're still both very.
We didn't really we like did the last 2 seconds while I was putting makeup on, so I didn't look like a complete homeless person while we were doing this. That's all the discussion we've done.
Yeah, a couple characters we like. We'll go through it.
Yeah.
Nothing insane this time. I don't think you'll get us screaming at the camera like you did the last one. Not calling anyone hoes yet.
Not
It's
yet.
been very great. So it's
Yeah.
been very calm 5 chapters, very refreshing after the ups and downs of the last one.
Of the last one.
Good God. Which is hilarious because I'm reading a different book on the side and I wouldn't say it's drama llamas, but it's a nice in between of the book we're about to read, I feel like, and the book we did read.
Oh,
It's very fun.
in between drama llamas.
In between drama llamas. It's Powerless. I'll let y'all know if I like that one too. We might end up doing it because it's pretty decent so far.
That's good.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm excited. The Bounty Hunter. That's it. That's all the title, right? It's just The Bounty Hunter?
You can technically say the Black Tulip Chronicles.
The Black Tulip Chronicles. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Covers
The
confuse
title
me.
of the first book is The Bounty Hunter.
Yeah.
Of the Black Tulip Chronicles.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Got it. You see, this is what happens when I listen to it, but I don't actually buy the book. I don't know what the book's called.
I didn't know either. I just read it. You showed me Pretty Picture. I clicked on Pretty Picture, downloaded Pretty Picture, and read it.
It does have a cool cover.
Does have a cool cover. Anywho,
sorry, enough about that. So the book starts. It's not on Earth, which is fun. I prefer books not on Earth. I don't really care about Earth. That's why we're reading fantasy books. So it starts, what is it, like 400 years ago or something like that. We don't have a whole lot of backstory on the king or what's happening to the kingdom, but the king is in dire need of help, and he goes to the
essentially God is a lion.
they call her the Queen of the Night. She's the Queen of the Night, but she uses light magic to defeat the bad people.
Probably because she overpowered the night with light, is my theory on that. If you can rule the night, if you can control the light by turning out the night with your light. Keep that sentence straight.
Yeah, so she's the god. She has what do they call it?
Lucian,
Luminant,
Lucian.
lucent light magic.
We're just gonna say light magic,
She
or
made
else
up actual words. Great, good for you. I'm gonna call it light magic because I'm not trying to say that word every time we come on here. So the king goes to her and says, "I need your help. The king has had a twin brother
Mhm.
who was trying to usurp the kingdom." And the queen kind of goes, "Oh, I have one of those too."
Which is kind of funny. That has such a relatable
So
conversation.
relatable.
Um, but yeah,
But I think the queen's brother's the dude doing all the gloom stuff or gloam.
so there's 2 types of magic in this world.
Yes, there's two types of
We'll
magic.
start there. Essentially light and dark.
Hmm.
Lu Lucian magic, whatever you
Lucent,
wanna say it,
lucent,
and
like
gloam.
luminescence. That's what
Yeah,
they're playing on the word. It's light magic. Okay.
and gloam, which is essentially all
Gloam.
things dark and sharp and
Yep.
stabby, which we find out a little bit later. But
Yeah,
anyways,
they make like monsters.
they make yeah, gloam has lots of monsters. Light's obviously good and bright, da, 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 which
Yep.
we'll see about all that soon. Um, I'm sure you have theories about everything too. Anywho, so King's like, I'm desperate, goes off into this field to find the goddess of light, essentially. Has this nice little heart to heart with the goddess of light. Let's see from there. She's like, I'll help you, but there's a price, dude. It's always a price. Freaking Rumpelstiltskin over here. Um,
It was a very reasonable
it
request.
really was a
Like, it
reasonable
was,
request, but magic always comes with a price. Like, okay, very reasonable. Keeps with us, gives us a storyline. It's great.
yes. So the queen says, "I'll give you access to the light magic to help, but it'll only work to its fullest potential if you marry one of my people, which they call the tulips."
And the marrying process is called bridging.
Bridging. Yes.
Interesting. And not only do they have to marry them, they have to care
They
and
have to be nice
provide.
to their wife.
They can't just say, "Stupid, get in the dungeon."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the king, whoever the ruling king is at that time, is tied to the people and to the kingdom. So like if he is a bad king and makes the kingdom suffer, he loses his magic.
Well, not
Not
even
all of it,
then.
but he loses it and
Well,
the kingdom itself loses its magic.
well, yeah, the king, because she won't send a power enough,
Yeah.
what they call them tulips, to bridge and protect the magic of the kingdom.
Yep.
So essentially, she's like, I'm watching y'all. If y'all treat my girls bad, y'all gonna suffer.
I just pictured Medea.
Essentially.
Pretty much.
Honestly, I respect it. Like, I'm giving you these girls who are going to save your kingdom at the cost of having to be attached to whoever you happen to have as offspring.
Mhm.
You need to treat them right.
And
Or you're
the
going to
tul
suffer.
and the tulips aren't they're not like magical beings. It's another human who's been bestowed with the magic at birth or
One of the
certain
goddess's
time.
favorites,
Yeah,
essentially, at this
she
point.
chooses the people to be tulips and the king. And then so the queen puts her hand on the king's chest and gives him the magic. He's like superhuman, like he's strong and he can hear better, see better, smell better, all that stuff. And he gets this like tattoo going.
Yeah, and supposedly it shows the worthiness of the king. Because this goes on for generation. Every king has this mark,
And it
and
grows every time
it
there's another
grows
king.
and changes. But we'll get to that a little bit later.
Yep.
So yeah, makes this a beautiful deal. Kingdom prospers for a while. And of course, as it always does, things change.
And the queen does say the king's like the king was a good person and he's like that's all I have to do is to treat my wife like I like her. And the queen's like, yes, but remember, this is for all time. And so don't underestimate the pettiness and the deceitfulness of your offspring later down the road.
Hmm.
And he's like, well, okay, well, we're going to die if I don't do this anyway. So of course I'll do that. This is a reasonable request. I will do that. Great. But of course, obviously,
Of course, obviously.
that doesn't happen. And
And we
people
don't
down the road start being bad.
we don't really haven't gotten a whole lot of like what happened directly. We didn't get to hear his love story or if he fell in
Mm-mm.
love. It was just a little, hey,
I
buddy.
mean, he found someone because it saved the kingdom. Like that's
I mean, obviously he
yeah.
found someone, but we don't know how that really went. If like there was a bunch of uproar about this random woman, I don't know. Who knows what happened?
Well, so when Queen of the Night Lady chooses a tulip, like there's one tulip for that king.
Yeah, but
And so their magic calls to each other supposedly, and then
that's
that's
true.
how they
Yeah,
find each other. So
that's about all we know from there.
that's the extent that we know.
And then we get into our beautiful current world
Yes. Then we go into
building.
present time. So it jumps into what's the main character's name? I when it's so easily separatable as
Oh,
boy and girl, that's all that goes in my brain. I don't pay attention to names in real life or in or in books. I'm so sorry.
Vera.
Vera, Vera.
Yeah,
And what's the dude's name? It starts with like an I think.
Icar.
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 Iker.
Iker.
I see. I even listened to the audiobook and I don't know how to pronounce these names. Okay,
It's the
so
High King. That's all I
Vera,
know.
Vera is a tulip. I, Icar is
The High
the
King.
current High King
The person who somebody needs him.
to bridge with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He needs
I mean, there's
her
not
more
really a
than she needs
spoiler alert.
him.
That's just where this is going.
That's just where
This
this
is
is
very,
going.
this is where.
It is what it is.
So we get to know Vera for a little bit. Vera is a tulip. Now, after this is 400 years later from when the first king met with the Night Queen and got the magic for the people. Things have gone downhill, very downhill after that.
Well, I think it sounded like it was okay for like 200-ish
Yes.
years.
So for about 200 years, it was fine. And then there was a prophecy
Hmm.
given that said a tulip was going to bridge with a um
Evil
like an
person.
enemy king, and that would ruin everything. So they killed all the tulips.
Well, they tried. Well, I guess they did. Maybe. We don't know. But tulips,
Supposedly,
supposedly.
I have a theory on that. So many theories.
I'm going to go off a little bit. Why do we never consider the fact that prophecy can be made by our actions? If we treat the tulips nice, why do they need to go bond with an evil person?
Exactly.
Just treat the tulips nice.
Well, and the the Light Queen is the one making the tulips. So if she chose somebody bad, like only one tulip can bond with the queen, with the king. So it's just we're listening to prophecies, and listening to prophecies is a bad idea.
And they even state so in the book, like prophecies
Yeah.
are not always found to be 100% true, but you have to respect them.
That was kind of a
That's the one thing that's going to make me mad, but it's a very real, like, human thing that happens. Like you
mhm.
tell people, "Oh, the world's going to end on this day." People go and do stupid things. It's very real. I hate how real it is, but it makes me mad. Anywho,
So we go to Vera. Vera is a tulip. The tulips are in hiding now. So they, after those 200 years and that prophecy was made, they killed all the tulips. And the tulips that were chosen after that have kind of made like little secret society, and they are hiding from the
mhm.
world because they think they're going to get killed. So she is on her way to the tulip meeting that they have once a year because they have these bracelet things that is supposedly hiding their magic, and they have a tattoo at the base of their neck that is a tulip, and so they have to keep that covered, and it's to hide who they are so people don't try and kill them. I think all of that is baloney, and the lady leading the tulips right now is a bad person, like straight from the jump. You are not a good person. Just the way that she kind of explains what's going on. First of all, she's supposed to be in charge of these girls and help them. And there's two of them that are like in the streets roughing it, starving, which is Vera and her roommate, who's another tulip. So like all of these people are rich and you're not helping these two? Like what? No. And they're making them pay dues. Like they have to pay to get the protection, which is complete BS. Like listen,
Especially if you're already all of them except for like these two are
yep,
like noble
they're noble
daughters
people.
or elven, not elven, fae, fae? What do they call them here?
So there's four kind of different realms. There's the High King, and then there's four Low Kings, and one of the Low Kings is a Fae,
Mhm.
and Vera is part Fae, part
I think
human.
so. Yeah.
Yeah. So the Fae, they say they kind of keep to themselves. But then there's the other three human realms. But they all work together. It's not like it's separate or they're like they don't talk. They
Mhm.
all interact. It's just
The
they just
normal.
are. That's just normal for everybody here.
Yeah.
Yep. So we get to the little building where they're having their tulip meeting thing, and and all Vera wants is food.
All Vera wants is food. She's considering not paying it because like she's so poor that she pays it. She's going to struggle to find food again.
Yeah.
So she's like, well, I guess if I'm going to pay this, I'm at least going to try to fatten myself up while I'm here. Yay! While I listen to the stupid speech again about how I can't trust anyone and make sure I pay my dues.
Yeah.
Giant
And
scare tactic.
all these people know she's hungry. Like, what kind of sisterhood is that? Like, you're just letting them starve. Anyhow, so she gets there and then everybody else shows up. She's the first person there. She's just contemplating life at that point. So they start going around the circle and asking, okay, what are you doing for the kingdom as your work? So one person is like helping the river boats cross into the gloam, and it's very dangerous. Vera is kind of basically, well, she's a bounty hunter.
Straight
Um,
up.
she catches villains and she also does a bit of healing magic and is socially awkward,
Very.
which
What point is social awareness whenever you're just fighting for your day-to-day life and food?
no, no, it's just the way she describes herself. She's like, nobody would even notice me. I look like a boy. I'm scrawny and I'm ugly. I'm like, first of all, every time that happens, the dude falls in love with you anyway, which I get the point. Fine. But do we have to describe every female character as boring and dull or I look like a boy? Like they do it in every single book.
You would like the book I'm reading right now.
Is she pretty?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Very striking silver hair, striking blue eyes. She knows, like, she can blend in because, like, she's a thief, but, like, she doesn't.
Nice. Like, I mean, even if you are that way, it's a young adult's book. Can we like foster a little bit of people get mad all the time when girls are like, "Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this about me. I don't like this about me." I'm like, "Whoa, that's because that's what everybody tells you to do as a girl." So it's like, can we like stop? Like she could have stuck with I'm starving and I'm really skinny because I'm malnourished and not put herself down. She could have just done like just quit putting your FMCs down in the book. Everybody, stop it. You don't have to go on and on about how pretty. You don't have to mention the looks at all, really.
Yeah. You can do, like, one of your name here, like, just picture yourself in this character.
Exactly.
Congratulations, everyone's pretty. Everyone gets to marry the prince.
Yeah, like your looks really don't have a whole lot to do with your personality. They kind of do, but you
Only
don't
as
have to
much as
do with who
you
you are
allow
as a
them.
person. So I don't
Yeah.
need to know about them. Yeah. But anyhow, that was a side rant. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So she tells them this is what I've been doing. And they're like, okay, great. And then they take a little oath. Do you want to read the oath?
Sure.
Which is so sketchy. So there's so much in this first chapter that I have opinions on that it's like
I think the magic bracelets cause them to have less magic.
less magic. Thank you. See, we're on the same page here. So they have these little projects to suppress the magic so the king doesn't do it. But so no. Okay. The lady that runs the tulips right now is an elf
Mhm.
or a fae, whatever.
Mhm.
And she's really, really old. And supposedly she was the first tulip back after they killed them all.
Mhm.
I call BS on that. I call that's not true at all. And you just happen to know everything and you're the one calling all the shots and telling them that they have to do this. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's icky. She's bad. She's bad. She's bad. She's bad.
Probably. So our little oath that they make them repeat at every
Year.
meeting.
Yep.
We will never remove the bracelet and will always pay our dues on time.
Strike 1 and 2, everybody.
We will never reveal our tulip identity. We will never work with soldiers, armies, or kings in any ways. We will
Strike
always
number
attend the
3.
annual brainwashing meeting. Just kidding, it's
That's
not
not what it
brainwashing,
says.
but it is. And we will never bridge with a king, which is their whole point in life.
Exactly. So this lady is telling them things and they don't question it because she's been around for 200 years now. Or, well, not 200 years,
You
but
know, if someone's like who's been hunted, like I understand like the small security she's giving them, but like someone who's being hunted, wouldn't you question more?
exactly. Like nobody's questioning this, which it's only chapter 5, so I'm sure we're gonna start to question this, but this definitely needs to be questioned. This chick is super not legit. She can't possibly legit. So either I think the lady who's leading the tulips right now has a different name than the person that made the prophecy.
Mm-hmm. We will see.
They might be the same person. I don't know. But she's super sketch. She's not. No, we don't trust her a lick. Not a lick. Not a single little bit.
Anyone who protects someone and lets them starve.
And charges you for it, for the protection. Why do you need my money? What are these dudes doing? So many more questions should be asked right now. But anywho, that's the end of chapter 1.
Anywho. Oh, I'll just go ahead and note. So whenever the original king that made this deal there's a bunch of birds that are essentially tied to this goddess too.
Hmm.
And this particular Artemis,
Oh yes,
um,
Vera.
Vera, has a little bird friend,
She has a little bird friend
which is
who hides in her
frowned
hair.
upon by
Yes, it
these
is.
people, even though it's a signal of their freaking goddess,
Mm-hmm.
which makes her even more
Sketchy.
Which the only thing I can really think of is if somebody knew what that is, but barely anyone knows what a tulip is anymore in this kingdom because it's been 200 years since they've been killed.
Yeah.
Stupid. But yeah, that makes me think she's evil even more.
So evil.
So evil.
But no, she's got this fluffy little white bird. Just sits on her shoulder.
Sits on the shoulder and just goes along with her.
What's the
And
bird's name?
Rupee.
Rupee. That's the bird's name.
Rupee. It's a very fluffy, sassy bird.
He's very fluffy, but when he gets angry, his feathers turn very sharp and pokey. Turns into a little hedgehog.
So from there, we go to Icar, the
Yep.
current day king.
Who has all sorts of problems.
Oh,
He's having a rough go of being a king.
to be fair, they have broken the deal with the goddess for 200 years. He
Yeah.
should have a lot of problems.
Yeah, he's got a lot of problems.
But he's working on fixing them, I'm pretty sure.
He doesn't want to have problems.
He doesn't want to have problems.
He's
If he knew how
trying
to fix the problems, he would have fixed them already if he knew how.
Yeah.
But his predecessors were stupid.
Yeah, so along with, once they killed all the tulips, they kind of lost the lore of the point of the tulips. So all he really knows is the prophecy was made about the tulips. The tulips are bad. We shouldn't have tulips anymore.
Mhm.
That's basically the extent of his knowledge. He doesn't really know the lore before, like what happened.
Well, he didn't even know the term tulips. He just knows Queens of the Night, which
Yeah.
Well, night, same thing we said.
Yeah.
Why is the freaking goddess of light Queen of the Night?
Yeah.
Irrelevant.
Valid question, but
Valid question.
so he is working pretty much in arrogance, trying to fix the kingdom, or not arrogance, ignorance. He's
Yeah,
working in
where is
ignorance.
this coming from?
He's working in ignorance, trying to fix his kingdom, but he doesn't know how because nobody told him.
Unfortunate for a high king.
Yeah.
But essentially, he's in the middle of trying to protect his kingdom still. He is bringing back, my understanding, is a load of magic infused weapons to try to kill off all these monsters that are coming because light magic is dying.
Yep.
And like there's barely even enough for anyone to draw to even defend themselves anymore. Big bad uh-oh.
So they like suck in the light magic from the air.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to take notes on this. I'm okay with the power structure right now, but that being how you get power is usually a cop out at the end. It's like Power Rangers when they beat the bad guy and then the bad guy gets bigger and they're like, "Oh my god, we have to become a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger." I was like, "Why didn't you just do that in the first place?" So it's very subjective to how much magic is around. So like if the bad guy's too bad, you can just draw more magic. I hope it doesn't go down that road because it irritates me when people do that. But it's very possible for that to happen.
Yeah, because essentially they're doing that. He's talking about how terrible everything is. He's desperate.
And like if you're sucking light magic out of the air, there's less to get out of the air. So like if you're pulling it all, I can't get any.
And the less there is, the hardest it is for people to pull in. So it used to be like, oh, I need to light this candle. Ding.
Yep.
Now we have to take the amount that used to take to defeat a creature to light the candle for the average person.
Yeah. It's dying.
Very unfortunate.
Yep.
So we have that. We talk about his girlfriend, Nadiette. Christine has opinions. I don't know. So far, she's one of the more powerful light magic people at this point.
Yes. So there's different factions of there's healers. There's what is she?
She's an originator.
So there's healers, there's originators, and originators are the closest faction to what the tulips are. They can make light magic, or use it better than a lot of the other people. And then there's like the weapons makers. There's different ones. So the king's girlfriend / almost fiance is a very, very powerful originator. And she goes and helps him fight the bad Gloam monsters. So they're riding to take these weapons to people who need them, and they run into a monster who looks like the bad snowman from Frozen.
But black.
But black.
Like looks what they say like obsidian essentially.
It's made out of glass, or it looks like it's made out of glass. Which obsidian.
Very, very strong glass.
Yep.
But yeah, so it attacks them.
They're fighting it. It's not
Lots of
working.
people are dying already, which didn't used to be a problem, so very
Yeah.
much concerning. They do very good about telling you how bad the magic is, like, upfront.
Hmm.
Because, like, Vera didn't have to talk about really how little magic there was.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another thing too. Did you notice how the elven whatever lady was like, "None of you have powerful magic, by the way, right? Enough to, like, say, bridge with a king or something?"
Yeah. So
Like,
the
verifying we're out
sketchy
of
elf
magic.
lady is like, none of you would even have the power. Well, it's not even that. She's like, none of you would have the power, so don't even try. How do you know? You're making us wear these little bracelets that suppress our power. How would you know if we have enough power? So that's like they're forbidden to work with the soldiers because they might possibly run into the king, which I'm sure the elf lady knows that and doesn't want them to bridge. She doesn't want people to bridge,
Mm-mm.
which makes no sense if you're trying to help this world. Super
Sketchy!
sketch. She's super
'Cause
sketch.
even if you're mad at the kingdom, what about all
You're
the
just gonna
people
kill
suffering?
everybody else? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Anyways,
Anyway, back to the king. He's fighting the glass monster, and he has fought these things before, but this time it's not working. And so he goes to stab it, and his sword breaks.
yeah.
Oops.
Oopsie daisies. Let's try something different, shall we?
Yeah.
Essentially, is what he does, and I don't know how much of this is really that important. He essentially uses his and Nadiette's power
Yeah. So you
to,
can like transfer power to people. So he took all of her power, and they basically melted the glass guy.
yeah, they essentially made the sword so hot it burned him and melted through the glass
Hmm.
to stab it,
Yep.
which he's
And
very concerned about because it shouldn't
it
take
shouldn't
that
take
much
that
effort.
much. Yeah. So he says it's the combination of the gloam is getting more powerful and we're getting weaker at the same time.
Also, very, very noble king so far because they have essentially a shield they can put around it with their light magic. And several of his soldiers have like already died in this. He's like, I've lost enough people. I'm going to risk my own life versus
Yeah.
losing more people. Very noble king. I would like to stand out. This is a very good dude so far.
Yeah. He's a good guy so far.
He's a good guy so far. So yeah, they defeat the evil monster.
And then he passes out
and then he passes out.
because he was sleepy from working so hard.
Essentially, they get back to the kingdom. Everyone's, oh my god, you're so amazing. You're going to save us all with your light magic that you can barely pull from, but we're keeping that kind of a secret right now. So, as
Yeah.
much as we can.
Well, it's not that he can't pull it. He can pull it fine. There's just not enough to pull.
Hmm.
And so the kingdom, he comes back. Everybody's like, yay, you defeated the monster. And then the people want him to get married to Nadiette
Hmm.
or whatever her name is because they think as somebody as powerful as her and a king, their offspring would help the kingdom,
Yeah.
which there's
The
no
words they
proof of
use,
that. They
they
just,
love the symbol of our power and the hope it instills.
yeah,
That's all.
that's it.
That's it.
They're just living on a prayer.
But yeah, he's very much like hating himself. Like, I'm not good enough. Like, my mark, he goes into like how the mark is like dark. It was once light. And then at a certain point in his life, it just started going dark, probably because he didn't pair with a freaking tulip.
Probably. So this is an interesting another part of world building. So he has the mark of all of the kings before him, and his mark is growing.
Hmm.
So it's like his life section, like generations of it. Um, and he said when the first part of his mark, it used to be white and it is slowly turning black.
Very painfully,
Yeah, apparently it hurts really bad. Now,
as it should.
and he thinks that this is a bad thing, but I don't know where he gets that from.
So I think he still has enough of like the previous, like to know if it stays light that he is worthy, and it turning dark is also a sign of gloom for one.
Okay.
And a world split in light and dark magic, something
That's true.
turning dark from,
That makes sense.
you know.
But yeah, so the tulips magic is like bright, bright white. It's
Hmm.
and another. This is probably going to become relevant later. The king's magic is very hot, and the tulips magic is cold.
They perfectly counteract each other,
Yeah.
which would be nice if we followed our rules. So from there, we go to Vera back 4 months later.
Yep.
This one like kind of sort of confuses me. I'm not really
Why?
sure why she's there, other than she has to be there, kind of thing.
Oh, at the parade thing.
Hmm.
So what were they called? The O people.
The originators.
The originators throw this little parade thing every once in a while, and they're like, you can pull magic from the air, but you can also like pull and store magic. So they've pulled all the magic they can out of like other places and they're shooting it out to the people so the people can absorb it and they can do their magic and do their jobs and live
Mhm.
and do healing and stuff. So the tulips are all there in different hiding places because I think the tulips can make their own light magic. And so they're kind of spritzing it out while the originators are doing it. Also, a lot of the tulips are hiding as originators.
Because there's the only main difference between the two is that the color,
Yes.
my understanding.
So originators light is
Warm yellowy kind
it's
of
kind
thing.
of a warm yellow, and then the tulip magics are the LED beams that drive everybody nuts in the car. It's like a
We can't just say it's cool undertones like the black purple tulips that they're from.
no.
No. They're annoying beams on the freaking oh my god.
It's a lifted Dodge Ram that has its high beams on that are LEDs. That's what they look like. So because
You're
of
not
that,
wrong, but how'd you come to that conclusion?
I don't know. I was probably listening to it while I was driving. But anyhow, that's another reason them hiding. They can't just go magic because people will notice the difference. It's a different color. It's a different. The originator's magic is slightly warm, and theirs is like cold. So people will know the difference, and then they will know that there's tulips around, and supposedly they'll kill them.
Well, I don't think the common people even know what tulips are anymore.
Yeah,
Because everyone thinks they're dead
everyone thinks the tulips are dead.
for like 200 years now.
Yeah, for a while, for a hot minute.
But originators still hate them because I guess I'm gonna say someone in the originator faction was hella jelly.
That's what I'm thinking.
Honestly, she's probably the originator, the freaking elven lady. Yeah. We'll find
Well, except for they
out.
would know. I don't think she's an originator because they would know
Has
because
she
she has
seen?
that tattoo. Well,
Have they seen that?
I don't know if they've looked. They should.
No one here asked questions. Have they seen that?
That's true. We haven't asked a whole lot of questions in this first little bit.
Does she have a magic bracelet that makes hers look like a tulip? Like,
I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that that lady's bad.
bad bone, but um.
Boo boo.
So yeah, she's there watching them do a little magic show, and
This girl doesn't want to be there. All she wants is to get another job so she can eat. That's it. She just wants food.
we talk a little bit how animals love tulips.
No.
Just because of who they are, what they are. Talk a little bit about the factions. So we have healers, but tulips aren't close enough to being healers, so we can't really do that.
So yes, so there's healers, and the tulips can heal no problem. But when the healers heal people, it hurts, and so the tulips can't do it because they would know, oh, I was healed and it didn't hurt. Which again,
Silly. Why can't we just say we're a special section of them? No one
yeah,
knows
I'm
what
just
we
a
are.
really good healer. Like,
I take all the pain for you. Like,
yeah,
make everyone else look bad.
the tulips are hiding, and they shouldn't be.
They shouldn't be. They should be very much celebrated.
Yeah.
But prophecy.
Yeah.
Stupid prophecy. We talk about how I hope I never run into a king.
Ooh, and okay, so we learn a little bit about her. She keeps going on and on about how she's never going to run into a king. It's not really this is at the meeting. She's like, I don't need to talk about this. And even if I run into a king, he wouldn't recognize me. So what's the point? But then she mentions that she had a boyfriend who became a low king, and so she broke up with him. So in the next chapter, we go and they're talking to the low king. So one of those has to have been her boyfriend, and it's either the youngest one or the Fey guy.
They're all drawn to the kings, no matter how much they want it to be.
So yeah, in the words in the prologue, they say their magic is drawn to each other. So they're like, if they're out and about, they'd be like, "Ooh, you," like. So they can't really, if they are in proximity to the king at all, they would notice.
It's like a Disney princess and prince. I know you. I walked with you once upon a dream. I'm gonna have to have you edit out all of this scene. Please
I'm
look.
wishing for the one I love to find me.
Essentially, that's what's
That's
going to happen.
That's what's happening.
It's going to be great. But no, we get home in our rinky-dink little place. She's saving up to essentially get a shop where she can just hide and pretend she's a regular person.
Yep.
which is valid. I would also do that in her situation.
Yeah, so, the only reason she's doing these odd jobs like this is to go to the tulip place and pay their dues.
Mhm.
Otherwise, she would just be a normal person, like, she would get away from it, but she's always been told, "Hey, you have to have this for protection."
So we have
That's it.
that. We go back to Icar. He's having the meeting of the High Kings.
Mhm.
He's
He's
essentially
very
there to
bored.
moderate.
He doesn't wanna be here.
So to moderate, we talk about one of the low kings is old and can barely keep his eyes open.
Yeah.
Essentially, we just talk back and forth and make deals, whatever.
Yeah, so the kings are all kind of bickering about, "Your trees are too expensive. I wanna fish in the river," like, that crap.
And finally,
One of them
someone
goes,
here,
"Listen, we're all dying. Can we, like,
yeah,
talk
one
about
of the
this?"
younger, probably her boyfriend, honestly.
It's either him or the Fey one.
No, because it's a young dude. He's newer.
Yeah.
Hold on.
It says
Who?
the youngest one.
Drade. Yeah, her boyfriend was Drade, I think.
Again,
Yeah.
conjecture, but
No, it literally says Drade. It says her boyfriend's name was Drade. And
oh,
then
it
King
does?
Drade. Yeah, my eyes slide right to
Drake's the
Drade.
Fey guy. It's the other one's name's like Waylon or something.
He's still no. Drade is her boyfriend.
I know,
Drade was her boyfriend.
but that's the Fey
He's
guy. That's not the guy that objects.
is it? Hold on.
Your ponytail broke.
That's unfortunate. He'll stay for a minute probably. Oh, Romy Maiden. Okay.
Why have all of my names not been the right letter?
I don't know, man. I don't even know the
Uh,
names.
so one of the low kings says, "Listen, we need to address the elephant in the room because this is like we need to do something. People are dying. This is just getting worse. We have to do something."
Have to do something.
And so they kind of talk about that and get some stuff going on.
There's some, like they do a little bit like in the right direction. He's like,
Mhm.
"Oh, maybe there's," and the hiking's like, "Yeah, maybe there's a chance. This is cool. Okay, we'll do this." And then they're like, "By the way, make sure you marry her.
Yeah.
If you marry her, it'll fix everything probably.
Yeah.
No factual evidence this will do anything, but let's force you into a marriage that we think's gonna work instead
Yeah.
of researching anything."
Yeah.
Anything.
So,
Only one dude is intelligent enough to research in all of this. We're about
yeah.
to get to him. Um,
Yeah.
actually, literally right into that.
Right now.
Literally right
Right
now.
now.
So we got like a little wizard dude who's awesome.
He's the
Um,
king's advisor, but he
J-
describes him as a Merlin wizard type.
Jethonan? I don't know how to pronounce it. It is Jethonan.
I think in the
He's
Audible book
very
they
much
call him Jethanin.
Jethonan. Sure,
Jethanin is what they say in
sure.
the audiobook.
Jeff. My name is Jeff.
We're gonna call him Jeff.
Jeff. Anyways, very much mad, powerful wizard. Whenever the king goes in here, he's already working on very horribly smelling healing potions, trying to make his own.
Yeah. And
Very clumsy.
yes. So the king goes and asks his advisor guy, who's kind of like a researcher. He says, "Hey, is there a way to combine mine and Nadiet's power to make us more stronger?"
Yeah.
And so the advisor is like, "I don't know, but I'll look into that for you."
And the words we're looking for specifically, I think this is going to be important, is a type of conductor for my kingdom, is what he
Hmm.
wants. He's like, all my people are dying, our food's going away. I need something to be a conductor of our magic to spread across the kingdom and protect everyone. Because what's the point of me having my magic?
Right.
Everyone's dying.
Yep.
Good king. Essentially, they talk about not yet, how I guess it might help a little. And then we go on a little datey date. It's very interesting.
That's why I'm telling you, I don't think he likes her like that.
I don't know if it's because he makes it sound like it's a natural, like love connection, like a friendship has built, and like it could be something more.
He said they've known each other since they were kids and it fell into attraction as they got older. But when he starts describing her, this man spends like 10 minutes describing her outfit and not her. Like,
He talks about how she wants to be seen. I feel like is how it ends up going. He knows her very well. It doesn't that he doesn't think that she's pretty. Like she's a pretty lady, but he's like, yeah, she's like this type of woman who wants to be seen like this, and I'm just wearing normal down to earth clothes, and she's wearing like all of this elegant stuff so that she can be seen a certain way.
yeah, she's very pompous. I have a feeling that the originators are trying to usurp the kingdom. They think they're in charge right now. Like
Hmm.
they're the protectors. They're the ones that go out and fight the Gloam. They're the ones that can control the magic. And so the way they're making it sound and describe is kind of like, oh, little king, you're so cute. We're really the ones in charge.
Yeah, so she takes them to like a little bakery, their normal little bakery that they know them so well that they just bring out stuff to them.
And he ignores her the whole time because she's just chit chatting and he's like, everybody's dying.
Valid though.
Yeah.
I mean, if I were a king and my whole kingdom was failing, I also wouldn't feel very good about going on a little outing like this.
That's what I'm saying. She doesn't care. She doesn't like him. And I don't think he really likes her. I think he got stuck like just in the routine of being around her. So he's like, well, sure, I guess you'll do. Like, I don't dislike you, so fine. But obviously, we're gonna have to break up this relationship if the tulip's gonna merge with the king.
And it's going to be a big thing.
So we're not doing a romance thing here because we're not gonna do cheaters again. So this little thing can't continue. Sorry.
Yeah, I feel like he's way too good of a person to be a straight out cheaters thing.
Yeah.
I think it's just going to be a fall head over heels and like,
I think she's gonna do something to betray him, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, you people are out to get the world."
I think after he officially leaves her, that's going to happen.
Probably.
Yeah. Not before. After he officially.
After?
Yeah. They're
We'll see.
going to play their part until the final straw. They think they have the power. They want to hold on to the power. And it does also mention that originators are kind of what caused the tulips to be killed because they're jelly. So very much likely that she already knows what's happening and is going to try to do everything she can to prevent this.
It doesn't say what faction the prophecy lady was in, but I'm assuming it was an originator.
Probably. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
But he's like, he didn't even want to like fully discuss the problems with her at some point.
See, if there was love and a level of trust there, he would be talking to his best friend about this. If they really liked each other, he would be like sharing the burden. They already fight together all the time, so why would he not? This is not like it's confidential information. She already knows all of this. So because he's not like confiding in her, he doesn't like her.
He's manipulating him so hard though. Like,
oh yeah,
we'll figure this out together, my love. We are the two most powerful people in the kingdom. We will rule together, and with our power, we will protect our people. A perfect match.
Our people, woman, you are not in charge. They're not yours. See, she's like patting him on the head, like, "Oh, you're cute. Don't worry, honey. I'll fix all this."
And who knows, maybe the combination of our power will produce an heir so powerful that will get rid of Gloam forever. Because I'm that amazing, and you have to marry me if you want any hope of anything to ever change ever again.
We don't like her.
I don't like this.
We don't like her.
And so we get to our sweet little drinks and pastries, like our normal thing, apparently. Essentially, he goes to work for a little bit, and she just sits there and reads. I guess it's her day off, whatever. Who
Yeah,
cares?
she like follows him to his office because she didn't. He kind of describes it like, "Oh, I kind of ignored her on my date, and we've just been hanging out in the office together." She's either looking for something or watching him.
She leaves without too much trouble whenever Jeff comes in, though.
I know. But still.
She's probably right outside the door.
I don't like her, so I think she's up to bad things.
Anyway, she's there, like, he talks about her just sitting there comfortable, whatever.
And she's reading a book and giggling and being like, "Oh, I'm having a grand old time." And he's like, "Literally everybody's dying. Why are we not focused on this?"
Yeah, so Jeff comes in, his second in command, to talk about the conductor.
Yeah.
Finally, someone with some freaking common sense on the side of the kingdom.
So it kind of, it sounds like it goes from asking him to go research this and then popping up, but this is like a week later.
Something like that.
Yeah.
A couple days, a week later.
So he's been researching this, like trying to find information on this. So he buzzes into the room and it's like, "King, I have something to tell you." And then the girl's like,
he knows what's up.
"Hello." And he doesn't like her at all. He's like, "Oh, get out. I have to talk to the king." Like, he doesn't, you can tell, by the way, Jeff's talking to him, like, he does not like
he's straight
her.
up startled that she's there.
Yeah, he's scared of her.
A fleeting look of concern crossing his face.
Mm-hmm.
A word in private, your majesty. At least she has a good grace at not.
Yeah, she kind of like
there.
floats away, like, okay, fine.
Sit outside the door and listen. But whatever. Yeah, so she leaves. Jeff's funny.
I like him.
Jeff is funny. Because he's just straight like, he's like a happy puppy, like, here's a book I need you to read. Look at this. Look at this. What do you mean you don't understand this? Look at it. Read it, you dummy.
Yes. So Jethanen comes in and says, I found out how to conduct your power. You have to bridge with a tulip. And the king's like, oh, I can't believe we're barking up this tree because the king thinks the tulips are bad. And this part cracks me up. I agree that we're listening to prophecies and just assuming that this is bad is stupid. But the writing is good enough here where Jethanen goes, I can't believe you're that stupid. Instantly called out on his stupidity. Like, I cannot believe he says, I can't believe that's the reason our kingdom is in turmoil because you believe this. Like,
Hmm.
that can't possibly be the thing.
I feel like Jeff is much older than he seems to be. I feel like Jeff. I
He does
want it to
describe him
happen.
as older wizardy type,
I'm
so
almost hoping that he's been around since that time too, and he's been waiting for a king smart enough to listen to him.
possibly because the elves live for a long time. So these
I
people could
really hope
have been,
that's what's going on here. I would love to hear him be
but he
like,
can't have been around. He might.
if the other way goes around. Did they say if he's Elven or not?
No, well, I'm just saying he makes it sound like he didn't know this information. Now he could be acting, that's possible,
Mhm.
but it sounds like he's been researching and just discovered this information. So he can't have been around
This book was in his
before.
personal library. He's read this before. I think he knows. And he's
Possibly.
been waiting for some to come along so he could finally be like, look.
Look here, Bucko.
Yeah, essentially this.
And he explains about the tulips and like this is what's gonna happen. And then the king's kind of like, oh, that's not gonna work. And then he goes, yes, it will. You asked me to research this. I'm telling you this is how it's gonna work. And even if there aren't tulips, what do you got to lose? Basically.
He kind of explains the whole process to him and essentially just leaves him to think about it.
Yep.
I was like, what am I going to do? Everyone wants me to marry an idiot. Probably for a reason, because everyone else is evil. Not really, but yeah, essentially that's what it comes down to. That's the end of chapter 5.
Yes. Like I said, a lot of world building going on
A
in this
lot of
first 5
world
chapters.
building
Not a lot of
without.
not a whole lot of plot at the current moment in time, but all of this was necessary background information.
We applaud
We
you.
thank you for that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We were dying. And you brought us back to life.
All
Thank you.
stuff that we need to know.
I'm excited for this book, though.
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
I'm happy.
I'm
Ready
happy
to
about
go.
this. I feel like I'm going to like Vera. I feel like she's very
Yeah.
real world. I feel like she's going to be like, I have to deal with a man now. I was so close to buying my little shop. I had to deal with a man now. And then she's going to get like all this extra power. Like, oh my God, I don't want to.
Well, she doesn't get any extra power unless she takes that bracelet off if it really is. But he gets extra power because she already has all the power.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. I've got the power.
We're just all music today.
All of this is musical.
Hope you're entertained.
Yay. No, so I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go. Those are my big conspiracy theories is
Yeah.
the tulip leader lady is evil. And so are the originators.
Well, yeah, at least half of them.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they're all dying on the front lines too, because those are his like main soldiers to defeat all the monsters.
Yeah, but there's levels to the originators. So the higher ups.
Anyone with actual power.
Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe they're not actually dying. Maybe they're all just falling to the dark side and hiding on the dark side.
Come to the dark side.
We have cookies. We're not similar at all.
Not at all.
Anywho, so there's the prologue in chapters 1 through 5
Yep.
of The Bounty Hunter from the Chronicles of the Black Tulip. We'll continue reading. We're happy about it. We'll meet up next week and talk about it. We're excited.
Yep.
I think
Next week, chapter 6 through 10.
6 through 10. We'll see what happens. Do they meet? Did somebody kill somebody yet? Because somebody's evil? Who knows? We'll find out.
Yes, we'll find out. So he kind of ends on he's gonna go out and look for a tulip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man's desperate enough.
And the tulip is actively trying to avoid him. Which is gonna be interesting.
Not far enough.
Not far enough.
Why is she in the main kingdom where
There's
he
not
lives?
a whole lot of options.
I guess that's true.
Because the Gloam's eating all of the other countryside and stuff.
Yeah.
And she has to be there for the tulip thing.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a whole lot of means to go traveling around.
Yeah, I guess. Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Fine.
For someone
Logic.
who's trying to avoid the king would live awful close to the king.
The king, yeah.
Swear to God, if she works at that bakery or something, that'd be hilarious.
She's a bounty hunter. She
I
doesn't work at
know,
a
but
bakery.
wouldn't it be funny?
No.
Like if she like was like lived like on.
I feel like if they were that close, they would have already noticed each other.
Oh, I feel drawn to this specific room. I'm the king. Let me in. Anywho, we should probably end there.
Anywho, and see.
And
Nope.
see.
Yep. See you next week. The bounty hunter. Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.